All right, guys, here we go. This right here is the moment. See, this right here is where you get to make the decision on how you're going to move forward with what it means to transform. Let me paint this picture. I want you to think about how it is that we steward our mind, our body, and our souls. See, the reality is that there are so many people out there who are just blindly moving forward, just like the wind goes to and fro. They're just like a bag that's being blown around in the breeze. And my question to you is, what steps are you taking? What plan do you have? What system is in place in your life that is moving you forward in stewardship? Now, stewardship, this is an amazing dynamic of taking the ownership of what's in front of you. You got a job right now, you got a family, you got a significant other, you have people underneath you, people around you, people that you work for. All of these different avenues are ways that you can steward what is in front of you. It's that you have something that you don't have control of, but you get to flow with it. Let me answer you the question. When you are canoeing, do you have control of the river or do you have control of the canoe that you're in? See, the reality is most people think that they're trying to take control of the river. What you need to do is take control of the canoe that you're in. So as we're going down this river, guys, as you're trying to figure out what is the way that I can step forward in stewardship of my own life and actually move forward, that is the secret that so many successful people possess. And that is what I want to give to you. This is a platform, this is a system that is going to allow you to step forward in that stewardship. It's nothing more. This isn't a get fit quick scheme. This isn't a list of do's and don'ts. It's not a traditional diet. It's not just giving you workouts to do every day, but it's actually a teaching process to help you grasp the idea of stewarding your body, taking ownership of where you're at in life, the circumstances that are coming at you from every direction, the things that you feel like you can control, the things you feel like you have nothing control over. Guys, the reality is this. When we begin to steward our lives in light of Christ being magnified, that is where real satisfaction comes. And when Christ is magnified in and through our mind, body, and soul, we now possess satisfaction, fulfillment, and now we get to go out in freedom and live our lives because we have control of the canoe, even though we don't have control of the river, guys. So as you decide what is going to be in your best interest, I want you to understand, do you have a system in place? So I'm going to give you 3 quick tips right quick. I'm going to give you 3 things that are going to help you begin to steward your life. All of this is 100% free because I want you to walk away being able to steward your life. That is the centerpiece of this entire system that I have developed over the last several years. Okay, guys? So check this out. The first key, the first element, if you will, in stewarding your life is accountability. If left up to us alone, it's going to be a complete disaster because our innate mind, our innate nature tells us that we are to live based on self-ease. Whatever is going to give us the most immediate satisfaction, whatever is going to fulfill us the quickest, make life the easiest, the path of least resistance, that is how our nature thrives. That's how we survive, is by the path of least resistance. So my question to you is, what and who is holding you accountable? Do you have a system in place where you can be successful in every avenue that you encounter? The second thing is we're going to talk about surrendering all expectations. When I say surrender the expectation, I mean you have to lay down all of your perceived thoughts about what this may or may not be and ask yourself the question, am I ready to transform? Am I ready to lay down what I think is right, what I think is good, what I think is ugly, what I think is wrong? And am I going to start asking more questions to be able to receive the answer? You can't fill a cup that's already full. So if you're the type of person who just questions everything and thinks everything may or may not be right or wrong, and you just have all the questions but you don't seek the answers, that is where you get into trouble. So I'm going to solve that with one thing. Matthew 6 verse 33 from the Bible, Jesus is teaching about being anxious because anxiety is literally the death of all success because it's where you question yourself, your methods, and your intentions. And Jesus says this. He says, seek first the kingdom of God, He just says to seek one thing. He's not saying to seek a job, to seek a person, to seek an avenue for success that's outside of him. He's saying seek first the kingdom of God, and all of this will be added to you. Now, right before he says that, he talks about the birds of the air. He talks about all the animals, how they don't worry about where their next meal is going to come from. They don't worry about the shelter they're going to have. They just live, and God provides. That's in their innate nature. Now with us, we feel like we have to make everything happen, but when we seek first the kingdom of God, all things will be added to us. Now that right there crushes all anxiety. So as you're stepping forward, don't think about money. Don't think about what's going to hold you back. Don't think about what's held you back in the past, what's worked in the past and what hasn't. Just move forward knowing that by seeking first the kingdom of God, all things will be added to you. Okay? The foundation for this system is Christ, and that's what we're going to seek the entire time, is the kingdom of God. Number 3, this one, obviously seeking Christ is the most important one, but this one is the one that I believe gets people to think the most. And the last key to living a steward, to stewarding your life, is engaging in transformation. Guys, when you engage in transformation, something amazing happens. See, when you engage in transformation, it now turns from being a noun to a verb. Transformation as a thing to transformation as a verb. Engaging in transformation. It's not a one-time act. It's not a flip of a coin. It's not by choice it's not by chance or possibility. It is a daily choice to move forward in engaging transformation. Romans 12:2. This is a backbone of this system for success, guys. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." So the world says that you've got to focus on body image, you've got to focus on how you feel and how you don't feel and what's going to make you feel good and give you immediate satisfaction. That couldn't be further from the reality of what transformation is. See, did you know that exercise in and of itself is selfless? Because you're sacrificing comfort and ease for bodily stress. That right there should be a key for you, that you are transforming because you're choosing a path of resistance in order to seek something greater than yourself. That is transformation. So why would we not do the same thing with our spirit and our minds? So that is going to be the push for this system, guys. So again, as you're thinking about what you need to do, if you've watched this video this long, then I want you to connect with me personally. I don't want you to just see me through a screen. I want you to connect with me personally because I care about all of my clients. And I want you to schedule an appointment with me to just talk on the phone. This is totally free. There's no hassle. There's no stress. It's just a conversation between me and you for what you actually want to transform into, to become the best version of yourself. Because you need to be held accountable. You have to engage in transformation, and you have to surrender all of the expectations that you've had up to this point. When you engage in those 3 different aspects, transformation will occur, guys, and you will become the best version of yourselves. Not that you will become, but you are becoming the best version of yourself, because we've never made it, and that's why the motto of this system is the chase never stops, because even when you're done, the battle's not over, right? This is just building the foundation that you need in your life, that I need in my life, that we need in our life. And here's the really cool thing. This is how much confidence I have in this program. It's not about the program. It's not about this system. It's not about these 3 phases. It's about Christ being magnified. We seek him in all things. We just get to be a part of it together and seek first the kingdom of God. And all these things will be added to us.